How do I start this? Well, whatever. Welcome back to Tailor Tales. Wait, this is commentary. I'm Ary. I have to remember that. And we are at chapter 2 of Gray, and I really hyped to read it, so I'm just gonna start. Okay, where are we? Wait, that's actually that's actually how the chapter starts. Where is it? Oh, wait, I'm looking for something. I'm not lost. Okay, so wait, what happened last chapter? Last chapter we were in a gang at school, and then we had a fight, and we were on the way home when we met a guy. And that guy gave us this jacket. Oh, maybe we're looking for the jacket to give it back or something. Yeah, and he told us his name, and we immediately recognized he was the gang leader of our biggest enemy, of course. Yeah, come on, with a half of exasperation, sorry. I pushed myself to my feet and set my hands on my hips, having just rummaged through the miscellaneous items beneath my bed from the up 10th time, and with no success. In a last-ditch effort, I triple-checked my backpack, rummaged through my pockets, and pulled open the drawers of my desk, but it's no use. My phone is gone. Wait, but he gave it back, right? Ary, it's time to go, sweetheart. My mom's voice rings from the kitchen, and I know I'm already late. I have no choice but to abandon my search. A feeling of dread and disappointment slithers through me as I sling my backpack over a shoulder and head downstairs on my way to school, minus my phone. Okay, let me think. I had some theories actually after playing the first chapter how this could go. Like, but I don't, whatever, it's not important. I will make predictions when we come to that. It could be that because we don't have our phone, that we will not be involved in gang stuff today. And that's how we will meet Gray again. And I wonder if he finds out who we are. Anyway. It's been missing all weekend. Wait, he did give it back, yeah? Yeah, he did, I think. And I might as well have lost my head, because that's how useless I feel without it. I tried to recall where I had seen it last, but the only memory that comes to mind is one of Gray Jensen holding my phone out of reach with that infuriating smirk of his plastered on his handsome face. I shake my head to clear the thought of how I helped him that night before I had known who he was. I had gotten my phone back from him in the end and slipped it into my pocket for safekeeping. I mean, maybe it like fell out of your pocket and he just picked it up, or he just stole it. That could also be like after Caine, I'm prepared for everything. But curiously, I hadn't seen it since. Yeah, very curious. You should ask him about that. Hey. Sarah finds me at my locker before class, just as I'm pulling out my books and the books that I need and setting the pin to lock the door. Hi. My greeting sounds as gloomy as I feel because she raises a dark eyebrow at me when I turn to her. You didn't message me back. God dang it, I'm tongue-tied. You didn't message me back over the weekend. There's something wrong. I gave her an apologetic look and let out a weary sigh. Lost my phone. Her eyes glint with realization, and she makes a sympathetic face. Well, anyway, what I was trying to message you about was that the Phantom and his deadbeat gang, oh no, being on our turf again this weekend. Wait, was he looking for her? Sarah says, her nose wrinkled in disgust. My eyes go wide in disbelief as I hear the name, the Phantom. That's Gray Jensen's title. They started at the lake and then had the nerve to order burgers at Sammy's. Oh, the nerve! How could they? Okay. Sarah's eyes are fierce, and it's clear how much she despises Gray and the Capos. My throat tightens at the thought of how she would react if I told her the truth. I mean, she would understand. Come on. It's not that big of a deal. All I know is she's either be angry or disappointed. I mean, yeah, probably both. It doesn't matter if I don't know who he was to begin with. It does matter though. Like, it just happened. Get over it. You just don't help your rival gangs. Tell me about the Phantom, I ask. Sarah looks at me incredulously, as if I had grown another head. I should know more about my enemy, shouldn't I? I argue weakly. She relents with a nod and lets out a heavy breath. You're right. Well, where do I start? He's been a leader of the Capo Hive for 3 years now. Before him, the Capo wasn't much of a threat, but he turned things around so quickly no one could believe it. That's not something I knew. It's only been a year since I've been pulled into this little world, but it seems he's been part of it for much longer. He's the devil, or as good as. The Phantom has no fear. He'll pick a fight with anyone and everyone for the fun of it, and most of the time he'll win too. Even when he gets his revenge, it's so brutal you'll wish you lost on purpose the first time around. Oh wow, okay, that sounds troublesome. That sounds kind of scary. Sarah shakes her head and clenches her fists, breathing hard as her anger gets the better of her. He's a monster. What did I say? He sounds like the worst, yeah, but maybe those are just fairy tales? He said it's not true, right? Or like, not all of it. Maybe those are just fairy tales, I say, repeating what Gray said to me before. Sarah looks at me as though I've gone crazy, and I know in an instant that what I've said is the wrong thing. Fairy tales, she huffs loudly. You have no idea. No idea about what? Look, trust me when I say he's scum. It's personal for me. Oh. Personal? Did Sarah have a run-in with Gray? I never told you this. It happened before we were friends, like we are now, but in his first year of leadership, he put my cousin Dylan in the hospital. Crushed his knee so bad he couldn't walk for months. Oh boy. I had no idea, I say, as I put a comforting hand on her arm, horrified. If I had known this the other night, I wouldn't have hesitated to put him in his place. Sarah's going to kill me if she finds out what happened. We've got to do something about it, Ary. Pretty soon the Capos will think they run the town, and the last thing I want to see is the Phantom getting what he wants. I nod in agreement. It's about time we put a stop to it. Lunchtime rolls around, and Sarah and I make our routine surveillance of the school. Oh my god. Starting with looking in on the cafeteria, then splitting up to do a sweep of the halls and meeting up outside of grounds. Nikki joins us, along with a few others. We take over a few of the benches, giving us a clear view of everyone on school grounds. This spot was occupied by previous leaders of the school, and now it's mine. My mind drifts a little, lingering on the concern that not only Riverside had been on our turf last week, but the Capo too. They're becoming bold, and it worries me to think that they're not taking my leadership seriously. We've got trouble, says one of my gang members. I follow his eyesight to the front gate. A large, burly-looking guy stands near the gate, looking around. The students nearby eye him warily and back off quickly, most of them in fear. Who's that? I asked, taking in his appearance with a certain apprehension. Being a relatively new leader, I'm still learning the faces of our many enemies. Nicky's been with the gang a lot longer, and lucky for me, he's full of information he's willing to share. Jet the Boar, the Phantom's right-hand man, and he's looking for me. He definitely is looking for me. Oh no. I mean, I love it, but... My heart beats unsteadily in my chest at the mentions of Gray's pseudonym, and all kind of white thoughts lodge themselves in my head. My hand can't think, apparently. What the hell could he be doing here? I take care of it, Kitsune. No use running your lunch over this filth. Nikki pushes himself. Why would he punch himself? What is wrong with me today? Nikki pushes himself to leave, and I grit my teeth. I'm thankful to have members willing enough to share in the dirty work, but my bones are aching for a fight. I'll come with you, Sarah says quickly, following after Nikki. With a nod, a handful of people in the group peel off to follow to the two of them. If this guy truly is associated with the Phantom, it might be best to keep my distance. For now. I just noticed there's actually a little sign over here. I inch a bit closer to be able to hear them from here. Oh, okay, so that's how the guy looks. Interesting. Wow, he has like a... Wow, he looks so cartoonish with that big dragon on his sweater. Like, what the hell? I feel like I've been transported to a drawn Yakuza game. Anyway, my eyes snap to Jed. His presence is ominous as ever as he looms over the gate. His hoodie is pulled up and makes him look like he's up to no good. It doesn't take long before the gang has surrounded Jed. He looks surprised. I'm guessing he's quickly realized he's outnumbered. What are you doing here? Sarah is the one to step up. I'm looking for a girl. She got red eyes, teal hair. Oh no. Jed speaks, and it isn't what I expected. I expected this completely. His voice is softer somehow, but that doesn't stop the blood that drains from my face at his description, and all of a sudden, a rush of confusion hits me. Is he talking about me? Is he out to get me? There's no girl here for you, Nikki threatens, and his fist clenched at his sides. I have something that belongs to her. I'm not leaving until I return it. Jed doesn't back down, instead taking a step forward in a show that he doesn't intend to leave without a fight. They do have my phone. They do have it. I bet. Okay, well, taking a step forward and show that he doesn't intend to leave without a fight. Okay. I'd leave quickly if I were you. Sarah squares up to meet him, completely fearless, though she stands a good foot shorter than him. Before Kitsune is forced to intervene. Sounds good to me. Let me speak to him. Wait, they think I'm a guy? I scoffed darkly. How typical of him to assume our leader would be male. I'm already annoyed enough with him to want him off the school grounds. Hey, you stupid giant, Sarah grunts loudly. How about you get your facts straight before you come waltzing in here? Like I said, I'm not leaving until I find this girl. You don't get to make any demands here, you the capo filth, says Nikki with disdain. Okay, let's keep it civil. He should be taught a lesson, says another one of our gang members. The rest of the gang murmurs in agreement. Sarah looks back and catches my eye. She's waiting for my command on what to do with Jed. My heart pounds in my chest. These types of decisions are always the hardest to make. He hasn't exactly done anything wrong, but he's trespassing on our territory. A leader needs to make a stand. Yeah, but I mean, he only wants to return a phone. Do we teach him a lesson? You know what? No. He's just here to return a goddamn phone, okay? Wait, he did say that he wants to return something, right? I have something that belongs to her. Yeah. If he was just looking for someone, that might be a bit of a different decision. We have to protect our people, I guess, but he just wants to return something. So I shake my head at her. I shake my head at Sarah. She nods to let me know she understands. I don't want it to get out of hand. Whatever. Leave now while you still can, says Sarah with a huff. Nikki steps forward in an attempt to usher Jed towards the exit, but he doesn't budge. I'm not leaving until I've met with the girl, he insists. When two of the guys take him by the arms, he leashes out, and it takes less than a second for all hell to break loose. Well, it's not my fault then. Jed takes down both my guys before the others have him pinned down. The deafening sound of their relentless beating rings through the air, leaving Jed bruised and bloody on the ground. Oh boy. Dude, he was not doing anything. This is not what I wanted. I wanted him to leave peacefully. Shit. The gang leaves him alone as Jed gets up and finally moves away from the school gates. Damn. I feel so bad now. I'm not made for this kind of life, man. Spending another day without my phone has me growing anxious. I usually get calls or texts from the gang alerting me to any activity, but without it, I feel so helpless. Wait, okay, prediction time. I will go back to the place where I last saw it, and Gray will be there, and he will hand me the phone personally and tell me that he tried to return it through his henchman, but it didn't work. He will probably be angry at my gang actually for beating his henchman up, even though he did nothing. Anyway, I leave my last class for the afternoon, heading towards my locker to pick up my things when the students around me begin to buzz, chatting and whispering furiously among themselves. It's when the crowd heads towards the quad that my suspicions are on high alert. I grab the arm of a girl rushing past, pulling her to a stop in front of me. What's going on? She recognizes me at once, her eyes growing wide and her face pale. It's, the Phantom is here. What? As the students surge towards, I move backwards, one foot behind the other, while my heart thumps as... Wow, okay, a crazy rhythm in my chest. Wait, he's here? No, why is he here? Is it because we beat up his second hand? The last thing I need is for him to reveal to my gang that I helped him the other night. Given Sarah's reaction to him earlier and the story of her cousin, Dylan, I can only imagine the fallout of such a discovery. I have too much to lose if they find out. I can't let him see me. It must only been 15 minutes later when Sarah finds me on the school grounds, huddled up in our usual spot. I've been looking for you everywhere. She rushes to my side and I look up slowly, forcing a smile. And here I am. With an annoyed... God dang it. With an annoyed roll of her eyes, she sits down next to me. Gray Jensen was here. So I heard. What did he want? He issued a challenge because of what happened yesterday. With that guy Jed. Seems I was right after all. I'm sure Nicky can handle himself against him. I said dismissively, even though I'm not entirely convinced. Nicky is quite small of stature, despite his large appetite for battle. When Sarah doesn't say anything, I turn to her, finding her grey eyes fixed on me in disbelief.
Huh?
The challenge was for you. What? He specifically said for Kitsune to meet him tomorrow night, 10 p.m. at Clawfield Park. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. He will be so surprised. He will probably say, like, he cannot beat me up because I'm a girl. Can you imagine, Ary? If you win, which you totally will, you'll have bragging rights for, well, forever. I swallow thickly around the lump in my throat, unable to share in the excitement, and Sarah gives me a look. Is everything alright? Yeah, I just... If anyone can do this, it's you. How about you come over to my place and we'll get ready together. Then we'll head for the park later. I nod, knowing I don't have much of a choice. I'm not afraid for a fight. I never have been, but the circumstances around this particular one are less than desirable. Wait, don't we meet him this episode? I can't believe the Phantom actually had the nerve to come here and throw down a challenge. Nicky says as we meet the rest of the gang outside the school gates. They're all prepared to head home and ready themselves for what's to come tomorrow. Who does that guy think he is? Nicky demands. I bet that he doesn't even show, says someone else. I think he will. The guy has got some nerves trying to take on Kitsune, one of the bigger members of the gang speaks. I mean, he probably thinks it's another guy, and he wants to return the phone and get, like, retribution for his handman, right? He's like, so, like, you will apologize to this guy, and you will not do this again, and also, like, tell me the girl, give her over to me. I want to talk to her and give her something back, like this goddamn phone. And then he will be so surprised when it's actually me. The gang continues chattering, bad-mouthing Gray and his challenge, but I'm barely paying attention anymore. Something catches my eye between the bushes across the street. My forehead creases in confusion until I see it again. A flash of silver metal. I step away from the group without a word, though they're too caught up in their excitement to notice. Pacing down the sidewalk a little, I strain my eyes to see between the patches in the bushes. I thought I saw A tug on my arm surprises me, and the hand slaps down over my mouth, keeping me quiet. I want to cry out as I'm pulled through the hedge-like bushes, and I'm forced to stay silent. Okay, that's not good, but I know who it is. I mean, in any other situation, like, this is really dangerous. If you're like in a gang and stuff, and you get captured like this, like, dang. But like, I mean, this is a peaceful game, so I'm not worried. I struggle hard against my captor, clawing at the arms that are wrapped around me, heart pounding as I fight against their impossibly strong grip. In an instant, I leash out, my fist flying through the air over my head until it collides with soft flesh. With a low groan, my captor releases me. I spin around to face them, fist up in front of me as I prepare for a fight. What the? I say in a low whisper, dropping my hands and eyeing the boy in front of me in utter disbelief. It's Gray. Of course it is Gray. He rubs the spot on his cheek where a red mark is forming, his expression a mixture of amusement and alarm. You sure have a strange way of saying hello. What are you doing here? Well, I wanted to see you. What makes you think I want to see you? Yes, I want to say that. Also, you shouldn't be here, but like, what makes you think I want to see you? I argue the words as sharp as a razor. Gray cooks an eyebrow, not expecting me to react like this. Oh, come on, I'm sure you were dying for another chance to hide away with me. Well, here it is. I mean, you're not wrong, but... He grins, and my blood boils as I cross my arms over my chest in impatience. I'm serious. You shouldn't be here. You just issued a challenge, and now you're hanging out around the place like you... Hey, relax. I don't see your leader around anywhere. Do you? Wait, do you? Yeah, I do. I got my teeth keeping my words to myself. I have something of yours, he says, holding something out between us. I immediately recognize the silver starred case and the black cat charm dangling from the side, the twin to Sarah's orange one. Oh, my phone! How did you get that? Must have fallen out of your pocket the other night. I picked it up after you stormed off. Or you stole it. He cracks a disbelieving smile, though it only serves to boil my blood further. Do you really think so little of me? I mean, the question is, did he, like, tamper with my phone, right? Like, did he look through my contacts and through my text? Because then he would maybe... I mean, I guess not. Because he doesn't know that I'm the leader. I guess. But he probably put his number in. He put his number in, definitely, actually. I don't say anything, instead grabbing the device from his hand and pressing the button to light up the screen. The battery is almost completely dead, but at least the password is still in place, and I can rest easy knowing that he hasn't been snooping around in there. I mean, I'm not so sure about that, but okay. I can safely say we wouldn't be standing here together if he had. I mean, I guess. And then my gaze falls upon the crack going across the screen. It was only after a glint of light caught it that I noticed. My eyes snap to his an accusation. Oh, come on, it fell down. You broke my phone. Technically, those buffoons who guarded your school broke it. I sent my best friend, Jed, here yesterday to return it. I'm sure we both know how that ended. Wait, so that's the reason Jed came over? To return my phone? I mean, of course. Suddenly I feel a strange sense of guilt settle in the pit of my stomach. My gang beat up Jed, but he was only doing something decent. I told you. Well, I start a bit hesitant. It's suspicious to drop by your rival school without warning. His eyes go fierce all of a sudden, but after a moment they soften, and he lets out a tired sigh. Look, I get it. You don't trust me. I come to your school unannounced, issue a challenge to your leader, and kidnap you from right under everyone's noses. I stare at him unimpressed, and he lets out a breath lets out the breath of a laugh. Okay. His dark hair falling into his eyes. Despite our obvious differences, I only had the best intentions. I figured your phone was quite important to you. I don't know whether I should thank him or not. It's all very conflicting. He's not supposed to be nice to me. Thanks, I finally admit. If only he knew who he was dealing with. Perhaps telling him would be worth it to see the look on his face. Stuffing my phone in my bag for safekeeping, I turned to find a way back to the street, though I'm stopped by in my tracks by a hand gripping my arm and pulling me back. Wait, don't leave. I can't watch you walk away without at least knowing your name. You don't give up, do you? Not when wait, what? Not when I see something I want. Alright. I opened my mouth to speak, but I immediately shut it tighter when I hear a footstep approaching us. Oh boy. Wait, actually. I don't like the short hair. Give me a second. Why is my hair still short? God dang it. Oh, but wow, it's actually showing like my earrings and my accessories. That's cool. Well, I mean, I can't help it, I guess. I can't help it. I guess that's just how I look. Thinking quick, I push Gray out of the view, into the bushes, and cover him with my own body. I can't let anyone find out he's been talking to me. I hold my breath as I hear people walk around. Gray stares at me, wide-eyed, confused at my sudden actions. What? Shh! I hush him and cover his body even further. We can't let them see you. Thankfully, Gray shuts up. From this close-up, his eyes are actually really pretty. Ary, where the hell did that girl go? Someone calls out. Gray's eyes burn through me, his cocky expression slowly morphing into his face. This cocky expression slowly morphing onto his face. He's gleeful, but I try my best to suppress any emotions in fear they will discover us in this position. Yeah, that might be even worse. You're just making it worse. When their voices finally disappear, I breathe out a sigh of relief. They didn't catch us.
Hey.
I like this kind of greeting much more, he says, his smile shimmering in the sunlight. Realizing our position is kind of questionable, I slowly remove myself from him. As opposed to? I ask, ignoring the fact that I was on top of him a second ago. Taking a moment to collect myself and dust some stray leaves off his shirt, Gray playfully, oh my god, I can't read. Gray playfully tilts his head to the side. Getting punched in the face, definitely. Then don't randomly grab people when they're unaware, I argue back. It's instinct to hit back, you know? No harm done, Ary, he says, his voice echoing through me. Dang it, he knows! Something strange happens to me at the sound of my name on his lips. A tightening in my stomach, a chill down my spine. Curse my gang members for yelling my name loudly enough for Gray to hear. That is your name, right? He inquires playfully. The sound of my phone interrupts. I swiftly pull it out from my bag in a hurry to reject the call before the two of us are found in here together. Alone.
Huh?
Nikki again, huh? Gray says. Wait. Gray has goddammit, Gray has read the display. He was one of the people who beat up my best friend yesterday. Gray's voice is cold this time, devoid of that trademark humor. When our eyes meet, again his glare is glacial, unnerving me all the way down to my bones. He's judging me. He's probably like, is this my boyfriend? Why is he calling so often? And is this guy that beat up my friend? How about you don't look at me like that, though? I tried to stop them. Don't look at me like that, I say, unnerved by the weight of his crushing gaze. Like what? Like I can't stand the thought of you having anything to do with the morons who beat up my best friend to a pulp. I say nothing, afraid that if I do, I'll give myself away completely. Meet me at Caulfield Park tomorrow night. After I finish giving your leader nothing less than what he deserves, I'll take you out to celebrate. Oh, you have no idea. There it is again. He. The sound of that assumption coming from Gray's lips annoys me more than I want to admit. A spark of anger ignites me as I look up to him. Our faces so close, his warm breath rolls over my skin in a way that makes me shiver. Is that an order, Phantom? It's a request. I purse my lip, trying to prevent the corners from tilting in satisfaction. Maybe it would be worth it, showing up at Kitsune just to see the look on his face. In fact, the more I think about it, the more excited I get by the prospect. Wouldn't it be the last thing he deserves? Wait, the least thing that he deserves. So, will you be there? Wait, actually... What's it to you? I asked, stuffing my phone back into my bag. Gray's jaw flexes, the muscles feathering in annoyance, and something about his expression scares me a little. Everything? Okay, yeah, that was rude. Let's go back. Okay, this is probably like the last choice and then the chapter's over. Yank his chain to assert dominance? What the hell? I guess you'll have to wait and find out. Oh, I like that one. That's kind of cheeky. I'm gonna take the other one first. I lean towards him, suddenly emboldened by my knowledge that for the first time I have the upper hand. Slipping the chain that hangs from his neck around my finger, I give it a yank, pulling him closer and fixing him with a dark stare. Yes, Gray, I'll be there. He'll be in for a surprise. Looking forward to it. I guess we're just gonna leave it like that. Also, yeah, I fixed my outfit and I tried to fix my hair, but yeah, that didn't work out so right. So good. Wait, let me try one last time. Oh, is there anything that's not expensive? Nope. Okay, well, then we just end the episode here. And we will find out, like, what happens at the fight next episode. I'm really hyped for it. This will be, like, a feast for sore eyes. Alright, see you next time. Bye!